What up, what up? This is your girl Venus from Low End Theories Podcast. I'm here with my boy. What's going on, Sam?
Not much chilling. What's going on with you, Charlie?
Nothing much. Like, I'm super duper excited. Like, I get an opportunity to travel next week because I was a little bit jealous that you left and you went back home. So now I'm trying to catch up with you and just take a quick little trip to DR.
Okay. Now, tell me how that's gonna work. Because I could have swore everybody had locked all visas and passports and shit coming out of the States because this motherfucker is dirty and infested and shit. So the world would have us believe. So how you managed to finagle that?
I mean, from the research that we've done, like they letting us in as long as we have to do a quick little health check, a little health screening when we get there, which is more likely just going to be like a temperature check. And that's it. You know, if I have to quarantine when I get back home, that's fine. I work from home anyways. I'm not planning on going anywhere once I get back home. But, you know, we did our research. We're going to be staying at an all-inclusive resort, meals included, drinks included. So I'm excited.
Wait a
I
minute,
just need a
meals
little
and
bit of...
drinks included?
Yes.
Okay, so who what you going down there for again? Like, who you going with?
I'm going with one of my really good friends. A friend of his is actually having a wedding there, and the wedding party size has, you know, quickly gone down because some people have returned to work and they can't go, or some people have just made a decision not to go. So I think he said the wedding party went from 90 down to 30. So it was just some random shit. He asked me, "Hey, V, you want to go to DR?" Shit, yeah, let's go. Let me get my ticket.
That's what's up, man. Shit. I know how much you have been wanting to get out or whatever. So these friends, like these black people, I'm just thinking about it being
Yes.
all everything paid and shit. You know, you don't normally hear that from us. Motherfuckers be with their bottle in the
Yeah.
parking lot.
Yeah, everything is paid for. I will be bringing me back some duty-free pure white Hennessy on the way back from
Duty
the
free?
airport.
How you know? What you mean duty free?
Man, listen, just
You
like
gonna
when
put
I
that shit in a
go on
water
the
bottle or something?
no, you don't have to pay any of those extra charges from buying some shit out the country. And I do the same thing when I go on the cruise line. I brings back Douce, I bring back pure white Hennessy because you can't get pure white over here,
Yeah, they don't
not in
sell.
the
Yeah, they
States.
don't sell that shit in the States.
Yeah, so I get it on the cruise ships or I get it wherever I can get it. So I will be bringing me back some because I've been rationing out what I have in my stash now.
So how was these motherfuckers getting white Hennessy in the first motherfucking place? If they selling, I don't drink Hennessy as you can see, but I never was a Hennessy
Mhm.
drinker. So when motherfuckers have started popping up with pure white Hennessy, okay. So how was it getting it in the first place? Was it originally sold in the States and then they just said no, we ain't doing it no more?
I'm not sure if it was originally sold here, but basically, from the way I was getting it, is when you catch a motherfucker going out of town or you go out of town yourself, you know, people go get it. Like, I can say, like, on the cruise ship, I was maybe getting it for $40 a bottle. People come back here and they be trying to offer them for $60, $75, $80 a bottle. So they upcharging like a motherfucker once you get
Motherfucking
them back
Hennessy
here.
drinkers, boy.
So that's why I don't really buy them off people. I just wait until I go somewhere myself and I buy my own bottles for the low.
All right. So duty free Hennessy. Okay. Okay. So what else you looking forward to doing? I mean, you been to DR before?
No, this will actually be my first time going. So I know it's going to be like an all-inclusive resort. So we're not leaving the resort. But I know
Mm.
they have like different like water play, you know, parasailing, you know, it's different activities that you can do there on the resort. They have different bars and different like restaurants you can check out. So I mean, I'm looking forward to just having fun. Like, you know, I like to be on the beach. I like to do my little parasailing type shit, jet skis and shit. So I'm looking forward to living my little life and getting it out of my system because I've been itching to get away.
Well, that's what's up, man. Just make sure you bring some lotion. You know, I said you be itching to go somewhere. I don't want you to be ashy when you get there.
Oh gosh. I have plenty of lotion. I keep lotion everywhere.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So this week we talking about what pet peeves or things that we don't like that the opposite sex do. Is that what it is?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I have my list ready. I have, let's see, a good I was trying not to keep it too long here because I can go on and fucking on about the shit that be pissing me off and getting on my nerves. But I
Shit,
have
ditto,
six.
motherfucker. Shit. What the fuck you mean? But yeah, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Ladies first.
Okay, so we can. Okay,
Watch your
okay.
tone
So
now.
the first,
Watch your tone.
you know what? Listen, don't do that. Don't
What?
do that. Okay. So the first one on my list is saying one thing and doing another. I hate a liar. I hate a liar. So
Oh,
for
okay. Well,
me,
that's
if you,
different. Now, are you
I
saying?
mean, I can put this in two different categories, but the main thing for me is when I'm saying one thing and do another. Be consistent with your shit. Like I hate inconsistencies. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So, that's one shit that really pisses me off. Don't tell me you're gonna take me somewhere, then you don't. Or tell me you're gonna do this for me and you don't. Or telling me, oh, I'm like this, I do this, and you're not. Or you know what I'm saying? Just lying about who you are and how you are as a person. Like, be consistent.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
The
Okay.
yeah,
No, I'm
what you
man.
gotta say.
No, I mean nothing adverse to what it was that you were saying. I think that's pretty much universal. Like nobody likes somebody that isn't who they truly are. Like especially if you dating them, like you would want to date somebody that's being them authentic, their authentic self around you at all times. So I don't have no dispute about that. My first thing that I don't like about women is I don't like the indirectness that you guys generally communicate with. What I mean by that is uh I've known too many women who say I have met too many women that say you should just know. No the fuck I shouldn't.
Hmm.
Like if you want something, if you need something, you need to express what the fuck it is that you want or what the fuck it is that you need. If you are not getting what it is that you want and or need, it is because you have not expressed that you wanted and or needed it. Like all of the iffy speech as far as well, I thought that I had made it known by showing you something that had nothing to do with what the fuck it was that you're talking about. Like that's supposed to give me an idea of what it is that you want. You show me a Hershey bar, and I'm supposed to get that you want a chocolate fountain. Like I don't understand that shit. Like when the thought processes lead like that, I can't stand that. Like that's one of the
Yeah.
like that's one of the things that I hate that women do, and I've yet to meet a man that does it. So that's why I'm saying I hate when women do it because I've met too many women that do the shit that assume that I'm just supposed to know. I'm just supposed to know what the fuck it is that you mean or what the fuck it is that you're talking about. No, I'm not. I'm not a
I
mind.
get you on.
Shit, I'm not a mind
I'm a
reader. I don't read braille. Like none of that. I don't know what you're talking about. Like I need you to talk about something. Say
Most definitely. Like I definitely, I'm a great believer that communication is key in any relationship, friendship, any kind of shit. Communication is everything. And, we need to be able to communicate with each other and be on the same page. Like, say for instance, me, like, when I'm asked, hey, what you want for your birthday? What do you want for Christmas? I have a whole visual list that I can send you pictures, descriptions, the website of where to get it from, the
yeah,
colors.
I'm the
So
same
therefore,
way.
there's no confusion.
I'm the same way.
There's no confusion about what the fuck I want. So yeah, I feel you there. But as far as like other stuff, like anniversaries, yeah, I expect you to know that shit. I expect you to remember that shit, special dates, stuff like that. But as far as wants and needs, you have to be able to properly and effectively communicate that. So I'm with you on that. I'm with you when you're right.
Even when you say what you just said as far as like the anniversary stuff, like gifts for those type of things or those type of events are established in the knowing of the person that you with. So like if I know who you are, I know what you like, getting you something unexpected that you would appreciate is easy because I know who you are. You know what I'm saying? I know who it is and I'm buying something for, and whatever it is that I get is going to be reflected in my fondness of you and the appreciation that I have for the relationship that we've established. That is something that can basically go unsaid. Like I know that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not disputing that at all. Like gift giving is, you know what I'm saying, remembering an anniversary or a date. I can definitely agree that that's something that should be done. However, I'm just talking about I'm eating a bowl of cereal. Your motherfucking ass come in the room talking about, so you didn't give me nothing. How the fuck am I supposed to know that you hungry? Like, did you say you was hungry? Like, did you like beam that shit telepathically to me or something? Like how am I supposed to know that if I eat, you automatically eat? Now, it's one thing to be cooking and not cook for somebody else. That's one thing. But if I'm just eating a bowl of cereal, my nigga, bitch, you better get in there and get that shit cracking. Like, what the fuck you talking about, man? Like,
I mean, maybe in that type of situation, if that was a real thing, maybe that person was looking for just you to ask the question, like, hey, I'm eating this. Do you want some? Are you hungry?
like I said,
Maybe, possibly.
if I was cooking, I would make something for you without asking. I'm making a bowl of cereal, likely because I don't feel like cooking. Just saying,
man. Okay. All right. So moving on. So my next one, and this is probably one that should have been on the top of my fucking list because that's how much it pisses me off. I hate a mama's boy. Cut the fucking umbilical cord. Like, seriously, like, there is no reason a grown-ass man should be talking to his mama 2-3 times a day or should be allowing mama to make decisions within his relationship or his, everyday communications with other people, or just, overall just letting moms run your life still and you a whole adult, like you a whole grown man out here. Like, that is a super huge turnoff. Like, no woman wants to be in a relationship with a man and you have to be constantly competing for time with mom. Don't get me wrong, I love moms. I fucks with moms heavy, but mom shouldn't be an everyday part of my relationship either.
Yeah, I know somebody that married a mama's boy, and that shit did not go well. Like it was a constant back and forth between him choosing his wife and him choosing his mother and his sisters. You know what I'm saying? Like wanting to be the still taking care of, meaning like paying the bills for like his mama and his sister and shit, while still wanting to maintain all of that same shit with his wife. And none of that shit don't work. So I can see how the fuck I can see how that could be a pet peeve.
Yeah, that's something that's gonna instantly end the relationship. Because no woman, like I said, no woman wants to compete with mom. Like, you can't really compete with mom. And if you're the kind of man that's gonna always choose mom over everything, then you know what? Go fuck your mama.
Motherfucker. Motherfucker.
Yeah. So it never ends well. It never ends well. So it's like, don't get me wrong. I know that a lot of our Black men today were raised in single parent households, single mother households, but you should definitely still be able to live and exist and have relationships without having mom included in every fucking thing.
No, I agree. I agree. I left home
All
when
right.
I left home last, and I was like 21, 20. I was 20 when I left home. So, and that was late. Like my brother left at 18, my sister left at 17, 18, something like that. So,
Hmm.
yeah, I can definitely see how that could be a problem.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. So what you got next?
okay. So I have an issue with expectations. So
Hmm.
it's not I don't even think it's expectations. What I think it is I don't like it when women ask questions they don't want the answer to. Like,
Mm.
so when you ask a question just to start an argument, or you ask a question knowing that it will start an argument, I do not understand that. Case in point, I had a disagreement one time where uh the person I was dating knew how it is that I felt about something. So
Hmm.
instead of me saying how I felt about it, I let it go and just said, "Oh well, hey man, if that's what you like, man, hey, I'm happy for you. That's true. If is that what you really want? Yeah, okay then. Shit, that's all that matters, man. I'm happy for you."
Hmm.
Now instead of leaving it that way, you women ask, "Well, what you don't like it? You don't like it?" Like, hey man, it don't matter if I like it, man. As long as you like it, that's what's important, man. As long
Hmm.
as it makes you happy, that's what's important, man. Your happiness is what is above everything else. No, but I really want to know what you think. You already know by me not giving you my opinion. Like if we in a even as a friend, like even as a friend, V, it's been a couple of times you done did some shit that I didn't like, and you could tell I didn't like it. Like you could tell I didn't like it, or you could tell like
Right.
saying gonna flip if I tell him this, man, he gonna start barking. I already know it. This
Yeah, but that's all a part of. I think that some people are looking for like some kind of validation stamp on their
yes,
bullshit. You know what
yes,
I'm saying? Like,
that
I
is
know I done fucked up. Like, I know I done did some
yes,
bullshit, but let me run it across him or let me run it across
yes.
her
I
to
can
see
I
if
can definitely
he'll
get that.
validate or co-sign on my bullshit.
I can definitely get that because I do that. I do that too. You know what I'm saying? I do that too. But the thing is that I don't do it seeking out to upset you. I don't, and I don't do it to upset me. If I want your
Hmm.
opinion about something, like I'm confident enough in how it is that I feel about whatever the subject matter is to accept what it is that you say, use that into my dealings or my view of the subject or the matter, and then move forward.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's not something that you learn at 22. It's not something that you just come in at 21 with or 23. This is something that I've developed over the course of time and after drinking a lot of liquor. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to work these things out slowly but surely, but eventually you get to that point. What I do not like is the intention to cause an argument, like to just to be able to say you are not on my side, you are never on my side. When
Hmm.
the thing started, hey man, I'm happy for you. If that's what you like, hey, I'm happy for you. I don't have to
Hmm.
I don't have to agree with what makes you happy. If it makes you happy, it ain't hurting me. If it was hurting me, then I'm gonna have to say something about it because it was causing me pain. Like if it's causing me pain or it's causing me undue stress, then I'm gonna have to tell you like, hey, I don't like it. I don't like this. Like I need you to stop, or you gonna have to move around from me while you're doing it, if that's what the case may be. But if you,
Yeah, I mean, it sounds to me like the intent of that conversation was was made so that it can, end in an argument. Like at the end of the day,
Exactly.
like
That's what I'm
if
saying.
I can, the longer that you're around a person, the more that you get to know a person. So
Right.
you can pretty much gauge and say, you know what, I know he ain't with this kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you already know before you bring the situation to the table to say, I know he ain't with this shit. But you know what? I'ma still tell this motherfucker anyways. And then when he say, you know what, I ain't with it or whatever, then okay, that's my time to jump in and start. That's some petty bullshit. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
and
If
that's
that's
why
the
I
case,
keep
like
saying
why even bring it to the table? Like why keep
exactly.
it to your fucking self?
Exactly. Exactly. But I didn't know that when I was 23, 24 years old. So I was like, man, you was dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You get all of that negative energy that you was looking for when, you know what I'm saying, when you young and you get confronted with those type of situations or whatever, people that want to intentionally
Mhm.
start an argument, like
Mhm.
you don't know how to deal with that shit because you don't see it that way. You don't see it as if um they start an argument with me. You see it
Mhm.
as, oh, I need to express myself so that they understand why I feel this way. And how you feel don't even fucking matter. Like you don't even learn until like you like 33, 34 years old that the whole reason this motherfucker is doing all of this shit is just to dump on you. Like whatever
Yeah.
it is that's bothering them, or you might have did something else, or you not doing something, and this is their way to be able to dump all of that anger or whatever it is that they have on you out. And
True.
once you learn that, and you don't allow them to do that, you're not giving them that bait. You know what I'm saying, that they can bite onto and
Mhm.
latch to. They have to come up with all of
Mhm.
these different ways to do the shit, which is funny now. You know what I'm saying? That I'm, damn near 40 or whatever, and I see it like a zenith. But when I was 22, 23, man, I done walked away from so many motherfuckers for doing shit like that, man. Like, oh,
Yeah.
oh man, oh. So yeah, I still don't like
Yeah.
that
I
shit.
mean, it's all about your intent. What your intentions are and how you bring shit to people. Because my thing is this, and this. I'll come to you with some straight bullshit.
Mhm.
I already know in the back of my head that that was a little fucked up. But I'm gonna come at you and be like, hey Sam, man, okay, look, this is what just happened. I could be right, but I could also be wrong. But I think I may be a little bit right. What you think? You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I'm gonna bring it to you.
Yep. See, I'm wrong. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I'm right. Like, man.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
what's
yeah.
your next one?
All right. So my next one is a motherfucker with no goals. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like I guess like for me, like I'm like super huge on goals. I'm super huge into creating vision boards and long-term goals, short-term goals, and hell, my goal for today. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm super huge on that. So a person that really just not aspiring to do nothing with their life, or you know you a lot of people just fall into this comfort zone of where they are. Case in point, I was in one relationship where you know I was ready to buy a house. I was renting at the time, had a 2 bedroom 2 bath apartment. It was cool, but I knew that wasn't my end goal. Like I'm working towards home ownership. I got this money stacked in the bank, my credit score is good. Okay, hey boo that I'm with, it was a live-in situation at that point, live-in relationship. I'm like,
I will hope
I'm
so.
ready to buy a house. Yeah.
Like, you just pulling motherfuckers off the street, like, hey, how you doing? I'm finna buy this house.
Oh hell no. Hell no. So I tell
Yeah.
Bay at the time, like, okay, it's that time, I'm ready to buy a house or whatever. And the response was, you doing too much. Like, you just can't be comfortable where you at. No, nigga, I can't. I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. Sorry, but not fucking sorry. I can't. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sit here with you and just fall into this zone of comfort and not be willing to step out here and do some other shit and do some better shit. Like, it gets better than just this fucking 2-bedroom apartment. Like, so if you cool here, I'm gonna leave you right the fuck here, and I'm gonna bust a motherfucking move. Like, you not gonna keep me here with you. Mm-mm. No. So you gotta, have goals for yourself. You gotta aspire to do something, not just, in your personal life, but career goals. Like, I mean, come with something. Like, write some shit on a piece of paper. Like, put some shit in the fucking notebook. Like, so I guess, in a sense, like, I expect that shit from people, and then when I don't get it, that's when I had a fucking problem. But it's all in who you fucking with too, and really getting to know who you dealing with exactly.
Yeah. I could definitely understand how that would be upsetting. But there's a flip side to that particular type of situation, not the situation of dealing with somebody with no goals. But I was listening to Michelle Obama's podcast this morning when I was walking the dog, and she was talking about her dad taking them. Where she was living at, I guess she was on 79th over East, and because she went to Bryn Mawr, she said she went to Bryn Mawr. So they was out looking at houses and stuff, and she was saying like how she always had this dream when she was younger that she wanted a house with stairs, and she wanted to live in a house with stairs and have a station wagon, because that looked like success to her, because all of the families on TV had stairs and the fucking station wagon. The Brady Bunch, fucking Leaving, all of those families. She said the only people that didn't have stairs was the Jeffersons and the Evans family. So like that, I can understand that. And what she was saying was that her dad didn't want to be house poor, so they didn't move right away. I couldn't remember if she said that they eventually moved to a place that was that had stairs or whatever, but they weren't in a rush to move into like the suburbs and stuff. And this was because he wanted to be able to save money for them to go to college. He wanted to be able to save money for them to be able to go on vacations and stuff like that. So I can see the other side of that particular instance where you wanting to stay renting because you don't want to end up being strapped for cash with a mortgage and things like that. So I can understand that thing. However, that goal shit is real. Like if you even with friends, like not necessarily just the opposite sex and the person that you dating, but like even with friends, like it's hard to talk to other people that don't have something going on. Like once you get to a certain age, like dealing with people that don't have a goal, that don't have something planned outside of what they're getting from the liquor store that night, or getting to the weed man, or how they about to hit a lick or something like that. Like outside of that, those type of temporary short-term goals that are self-gratifying, like it's hard keeping conversations with people like that. And it's hard to have them kind of people around you because, for one, every idea they thinking of as a scheme instead of a plan. Like and people don't really and our people sadly don't know the difference between a scheme and a plan. Like you can't like a scheme is something that you can just do once and get it. You know what I'm saying? You do this real quick. I'm gonna go ahead out there. I'm
in and out, you done.
In and out, done. That's a scheme. A plan is something that you have to do certain things with. You have to get certain things accomplished during the plan in order for the outcome to be the long-term outcome to be successful. You could be inside of a 5-year plan in the first 6 months, and there's some things that you have to do every day or every month inside of those 6 months in order to accomplish the end of the fucking plan. Like
exactly.
So if you don't have the ability to see that way or to think that way, I can't fuck with you no more. Like it's just
yeah.
It's just certain shit that and when I was back home, I was talking to Shay about this. Shout out to Shay. I was talking to Shay about this, and Shay really laid it down to me too. Like you you have to keep those kind of people that are doing what it is that you're doing or have goals to accomplish of their own. You have to keep those people around you,
Mm-hmm.
because those people keep you motivated to do what it is that you're doing. And
Exactly. Big
man,
facts.
it's super important. Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that shit.
Yeah, because as we, get older and we mature and we figure out exactly what it is we want out of life and what those goals are, the people that you hang around, your clique, your friends, they're gonna fucking change. You know what I'm saying? So the same person that I was maybe vibing with 10, 15 years ago, we ain't on the same page no more at this age.
Right.
So unfortunately, you grow and you move on from those friends, because now, my the way my life is headed is set in this direction, and you're not going in that direction. So now I'm gonna surround myself with people that I know can give me a hand up into the situation where I'm trying to go, a hand up into my goals, and be able to help and bring something to the table for me, and we can help each other. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
big
like
facts on that one.
when we was younger, people used to always tell us like, man, hey, listen, man, if you the smartest person in the room, man, you need to leave that room. Like, you need to get the fuck out of that
Most
room. If
definitely.
you're the smartest one in the room, you need to get the fuck out of that room. So it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't until we got older that we started seeing like, man, okay, yeah, it need to be some people. It need to be some other motherfuckers in here. Like it need to be some people in here that I can get something from, or I can give to somebody else that they can give to somebody else, or like that. There needs to be a massive exchange of information each time I'm in one of these rooms with people. I'm telling them shit they don't know. They telling me shit I don't know, and we put
Mm-hmm.
it together to, you know what I'm saying, come up with this pinky and the brain plan with don't nobody get caught in the end. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no, you know what I'm saying, there's no bad thing that happens at the end. But that goal keeping shit is, especially like in a relationship, man, if you don't know what that other person's goals are and you not 100% into them accomplishing that goal, it's gonna be fucked up. It's not
Yeah.
like, it's not one of those things that you can just easily recover from, or something that you can just snap and one day, okay, I'm gonna support you now. Like you got to go into a relationship with full ability and the full desire to help somebody be greater than how you found them. And then that
Mm-hmm.
other person has to be committed to doing the same fucking things for you. Like, I don't even give a fuck if it's just upgrading your lotion. Like, I don't use Jergens no more, motherfucker. My shit is handmade. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't give a fuck if it was something that simple. But to know something that's better than what it is that they know now, teach them that
Right.
shit. And they can build on that knowledge that you gave them. That is the most important fucking thing in a relationship that anybody can have, man. Being able to bounce off each other and get that vibe that it's us against the motherfucking world. And you get that by having goals. You don't have no fucking goal, man. It's just me versus them. Cause your motherfucking
Yeah.
ass is on the bench. Shit.
Most definitely. It's all about support. Like in any relationship, you want to feel that you're going to be supported in your dreams and your goals. So if you're not there to support me and be my cheerleader and, make sure, and not only that, but nigga, hold me accountable for my shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Oh, this was on your vision board. What did you do today to get to this goal? Hold me accountable for my shit. So it's like that kind of shit goes a long way. And it's really hard to find somebody like that, but you have to find someone that's in your same mindset, excuse me, and y'all in the shit together. So I'm with it. Yeah. So that's what's on your next list, because I could go on and on about the goal thing
Yeah,
all day.
yeah, yeah. So one of the other things that is a real pet peeve to me is being coachable or not being coachable. That's a huge thing to me. Um, I
Hmm.
I was brought up, the way that my mom taught us was to always be open to new ideas and to always be open to learning new things, how to do new things, and putting it into your tool belt, for for future use or current use. Like always being able to learn. So the more that you're able to learn, and as often as you're able to learn, can be a huge determining factor in your success in life. And whatever you deem as success in life hinges on your ability to learn and be taught. I can't be with no uncoachable motherfucker. Like if you don't know how something work, I know how something work. I'm finna tell you how it work. I'm finna show you how it work. I'm finna show you why it work, and then I'm gonna do it with you, and we gonna get it together. Like we gonna do it together. Then after that, you know it, you understand it, and you just showed and proved it, right? If you can't do that, if you can't do that, if you
Oh my
can't do
God.
that, you are unwilling to do that. Like man, that's I can't fuck with you. Like I no, I can't do it because the way women operate, the way that the women that I've been around operate is that they tell you something and they expect for you to remember it for the rest of your fucking life. So if you tell me something and okay, she don't like this, she likes this. This is what happened on this day. Then I need to remember this. I need to remember this. I need to remember this. And each time this event happens, each time this moment occurs, each time this situation is placed upon us, I'm supposed to know what it is that I'm supposed to be doing at this moment. Right. That goes back to what you were saying in the beginning about like anniversaries and stuff like that, knowing what the fuck it is they're supposed to do. I'm supposed to know what your favorite color is. I'm supposed to know what your favorite flower is if you have the one. If you even like flowers, if you like chocolate or vanilla, what your favorite ice cream is. Shit like that, I'm supposed to fucking remember. I'm supposed to know. I got to have all of this shit in a ready to fire motherfucking clip in the back of my head at any given moment. Why you can't learn to check your motherfucking oil every motherfucking full tank of gas? Check the fucking dipstick. Why you can't learn how to do that? Okay, you can't learn how to do that. You can't remember to do that. Okay, you can't remember to do it. That's fine, man. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect, man. People forget shit. People forget shit. I'm not one of them people. But you can't then in
Yeah, I
turn
know.
say, you can't then in turn say that nobody told you. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
still
because
have to
I'm
you
in
got to have that
total.
accountability. You got to have that accountability.
Yeah, yeah, I'm in total disagreement in that one saying where it says you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Like
Shit.
I feel like
Shit.
as learning never stops, knowledge never
Never.
stops. As human
Never.
beings, we're ever learning. Like, today I may learn something different, that I didn't know yesterday. And I feel like that day that we stop trying to learn, or um we're just not open to different realms and different opinions, and it's you fucking yourself up in the long run, you know what I'm
Man,
saying?
you are totally fucking
So
up in the long run. Like especially these motherfucking women that are quote unquote independent or these strong I can't stand this fucking phrase and I very rarely use it, but these strong women, like your super strong ass, like all of these motherfucking strong women that um are so independent of male need or just want a guy to love them and all of this other shit. Like eventually you pay for everything you don't know. Like I fully
mhm,
believe that. Like it doesn't matter if you didn't know that touching a hot stove causes your hand to blister. Once you touch it, you didn't know. So now you got to
mhm,
pay with that fucking blister. You know what I'm saying? So when your mom or whoever it was that was teaching you was telling you like, hey, you shouldn't do this because it's hot and it can fuck you up. Like that's a coaching moment. Like they was coaching you to not do that shit, to not be fucked up and
mhm,
have a fucking hospital bill where you got to get your fucking hands sewn back on and shit because all of the skin that fell off that motherfucker from touching this hot ass stove. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how that shit works. If you don't know how to change your oil, every fucking time you got to change your oil, you got to go to this dealership or to this mom and pop spot or the fucking Firestone or wherever, and pay these motherfuckers 60 motherfucking dollars to change your motherfucker 60, 200, 500 motherfucking dollars just to change your motherfucking oil because you are unwilling to learn how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
You can
I
have
ain't
this.
gonna lie. I pay BMW to change my oil.
I understand that. What I'm ultimately getting at, what I'm ultimately getting at is that the desire and the idea to have goals to accomplish certain things that are financially driven and to not take advantage of things that will help you get there faster. So if it's learning how to do something yourself so you don't have to pay somebody to do it, whether it's
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I mean by that instance, as far as like either changing your oil, painting your own house, doing things like that that you would like if you own a house, learning how the fucking plumbing works so you don't have to pay a fucking plumber at
Mm-hmm.
$250 an hour to come over and do some shit that took him 15 minutes to fix. You know, shit like that. Like if you are unwilling to be coached in the fashion of being self-sufficient, if you don't know how to do something, I can't fuck with you because there's
Oh
something
yeah.
that I need for you to be able to teach me about something that I don't see in myself. Because that's generally what women do. Like women put a mirror up to you and show you what it is that's wrong with you, and then make you decide to either fix it or to be alone. That's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you either gonna fix this
Mm-hmm.
shit or you're gonna be by your motherfucking self. So that's what women do. Women, good women anyway. Good women hold a mirror up to you and they show you what you're doing and they tell you what you're doing wrong, and they work with you to fix it. You know what I'm saying? They work with you to fix it. That's being
Mm-hmm.
coachable, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's being
Oh
coachable.
yeah.
Like being willing to adapt to change, man. That's being coachable. If I can't coach you through some shit, if we can't work together to get you out of this, whatever the fuck it is that you in, or to get
Mm-hmm.
you to the point where you want to be, if I can't take you from when I found you in the minor leagues to putting you in the fucking Hall of Fame by what it is that I know and you don't know, I can't fuck
Mm-hmm.
with you. Because if you can't put me in the hall, you know what I'm saying? If you can't put me in the hall or in another hall, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I used to be able to do this. Now this motherfucker got me doing this, that, and the third. I'm able to do this. Like, if we not high fiving each other with the bus next to us and shit, I can't fuck with you, man. I just can't.
Yeah.
I need winners. I
Yeah.
need
I
winners.
mean, that stubbornness is not really gonna get you anywhere. Like I'm gonna admit, like I'm a Capricorn. I'm stubborn in certain areas in my life. But I'm not gonna lie on that. But in the same instance, it's like, just like you said, if it's something that you know how to do that I don't know how to do, then by all means, enlighten me.
Yeah, man,
Hook me up,
shit.
let me know. Because at the end of the day, when you mentioned as far as the whole, independent woman thing, like I feel like, that's usually a matter of choice by force, or are you just angry about some shit? You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Because, some women, are put in a situation where it wasn't, by choice. It was just some shit that happened. Shit didn't work out, relationships didn't work out, and this is the situation that you're in now. You got to make it do what it do. You got to make some shit work. You got to figure some shit out on your own. But it's like for me, myself personally, and I'm only talking about me, it's like, yeah, do I know how to change a flat tire? Hell yeah, absolutely. I know how to change one. Am I going to? Absolutely not. Do you know how much money I pay Geico each month for auto insurance? Y'all better send a motherfucker out here on the side of this road and change this damn tire.
Hey, I'm with all that, B. I'm with all of that. But you know how. You know what I'm saying? Like you
I
can't
know how.
you don't know how. Like so that's a choice that you make. That's a educated choice that you make. That's an informed decision. I know how to do this. However, the way my nails are set up, the way these heels, I'm not finna do this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'll wait this 45 minutes to an hour till y'all get somebody out here. Fuck it. Like but if you have you have the option to refuse to put yourself in the position to have the option. That's some bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Or when you just put yourself in that position where, you know, instead of you learning or taking the interest in learning how to do something, oh, well, let me call this person. Not even call your insurance company, but let me call this person to help? Are you always, playing the damsel in distress move? Like, I don't like that shit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Not saying that you absolutely have to know how to do everything for yourself at all times in any given moment when the shit happens, because we don't. Like, I don't know everything. I've never claimed to know everything, but I'll be damned if I'm not gonna pick up my phone and maybe at least try and Google how to fix some shit if I don't know how to fix it.
Man, they fill buildings with shit I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, they fill buildings with shit I don't know. So I'm not above learning anything or being introduced to something new. But the idea that you just so stuck in what it is that you've been doing that you can't be shown nothing different, and you now, even after you've been shown that your way of doing things doesn't work, and being unwilling or unrelentingly stubborn and your
Hmm.
approach to the matter, man, I can't fuck with you.
Right, right. Okay. I get what you're saying there. All right. So my next one is I'm gonna start this one off with a question because I want to know, and maybe you can answer it for me.
All right.
Why do most men feel the need to brag about their penis size? Like, I just want to know, for all intents and purposes, what's so important about the penis size that most men tend to over exaggerate about what it is?
Uh, there's a okay. So there is a belief. I don't know where it came from, so I can't speak to the origin. But the reason it happens is because there's a belief that a man with a bigger penis um, is able to do more. So able to um, able to sleep with more women to spread his seed further, able to do more things, whether it's not necessarily sexually, but everybody knows there's a slang word for it. So like whoever is in charge is usually called the big swinging dick in the room. Like it's shit like that. So um, it's all based on insecurity in some parts and survivability in other parts. So is it stupid? Yeah, it's stupid. I myself have been self-conscious about my penis size for I don't know how long. No matter how many
Hmm.
hands I done seen hold it and it not look small or it look too big or any of this other shit. Like I have been, this is something that I'm guilty of my motherfucker self. And I think it just generally comes from the idea that having a big dick is what would attract more women, would attract more money, and would get these other motherfuckers in line with what it is that I gotta say. I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, but the thing with that is that not everybody that has a big dick know what to do with that
And
motherfucker.
all of that
So
is a reality because it's a lot of like every person in charge, every person in charge is not the most capable. You know what I'm saying? So like you can be called the big swinging dick in the room and do not know what the fuck you doing. You know what I'm saying? Just
yeah.
just having that aura or that aura, it's aura. Having that aura, what I think y'all call it big dick energy now, don't y'all? We didn't come up with that
Yes.
shit. We didn't come up with that shit. That's some girl shit. That's some girl shit. So even that phrase or whatever, it's because it commands. It's a commanding presence. It's an idea that having a big dick puts me in a position to command certain shit. That's just what it is.
Yeah,
Why
I
does
mean,
that
I'm
why does
all
that
for
bother you?
having confidence and shit. I'm all for having confidence, but don't lie on your shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't lie.
The
You
prowess
ain't
or
got
the
to lie,
size?
Craig.
The prowess or the size?
The size.
Oh, you just gonna have to live with
Don't lie,
that.
Craig.
You just gonna have to live with that. Cause it ain't a dude out here that don't think his dick is big. The ones that think they dick is small be saying it jokingly, hoping that it's not small. Like it's everybody like it takes it takes an enormous amount of self confidence and um a woman that is more beautiful than you ever thought would sleep with you to convince you that your dick isn't small. Because that's what the fuck happened to me. So I'm just speaking from personal experience. I had this woman that I did not ever. She was so fine. I did not ever think that I would be able to pull this woman. She was that fine. She was.
Okay.
I'm
She
talking
was
about. She
bad.
was fine. Stop traffic fine. Like make you ugly fine. Like God damn, fine mom. Like fine. You know what I'm saying? I pulled her motherfucking ass. She said that shit while we was in the throes of that entanglement. And, and I've been straight ever since, man. I've been straight. You know what I'm saying? I've been straight ever since. But Chris Rock said the best, man. Women can't go back financially and men can't go back sexually. So she said that shit. Everybody got to say it because now I know it's the truth.
Yeah. But then too, like I also feel like, as far as the size wise, I feel like it'd be the women too. Like I feel like it'd be the women that be gassing these dudes up in line, in the heat of the moment or whatever. And you got this man out here thinking that, he got a third leg and he fucking don't, sis. He don't. Like stop lying. Like be honest with these motherfuckers.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
but V, like you of an age where you may or may not have had experience with a smaller member. Are you just gonna and let's just say you actually care about this dude? Like this wasn't just a jump off or whatever. This wasn't one of them thoughts. You gonna tell that dude that his penis is small? Exactly. I don't see it took too long.
Listen,
it took too long.
No, because
you
I'm
could
not
fit a
gonna come
penis
out and
inside of
say
that
it in
space.
a way.
Shit. That motherfucking pause.
I'm not gonna say it in a way where it's gonna be like just blatantly fucking hurtful. But it's like, okay, before we get to that part in the relationship, or even before a relationship is even established, like let me see. Send me a pic. I need to see first. Then if you don't hear from me no more, you know what it is.
But that's why that answer, that reasoning is why dudes be sending random dick pics. That is why. Because
but why it don't have to be random. Don't send me no shit that I ain't asked for. Let me ask.
Hey, y'all should have established that when y'all started asking for them. Like, because it's a lot of shit that y'all ask for once and you just get automatically that you don't complain about. So now, like somebody gave you some head once, you thought that was like, so everybody you liked it, everybody got to do it. Like you just expect it. It's a part of it now. So like if that's a part of it now, you just said like before we even get to the grits of it, let me go ahead and see. Let me see your receipt. So motherfucker pull out this motherfucker either got one of them first of the month Walmart receipts, or you know what I'm saying, he just got a quick run to the grocery store receipts. You know what I'm saying? It's one or the other. You know? But it is what it is. It's, you get your receipt. So now, even without asking, just like at fucking Walgreens, they give you your receipt in the bag, my nigga. Like so, like as soon as you open your phone up, you know what I'm saying? Bow. You getting receipts. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like I do think that it's sexual harassment to send a woman a dick pic without her asking for it. I do think that.
Yes.
I'm trying to think if I've ever done that before. No, I don't think I've.
You gotta think that long.
No,
like you was telling me.
Because, like, I was drunk for a very long time, V. I need you to understand. I was really drunk for a really long time. But no, I don't think I done since son. When I was in my posing phase, when I was getting my posing studio set up or whatever together for that type of shit, I don't think that it was necessarily I might have sent one. I think I might have sent one. But yeah.
Well, was it received well?
Oh, they always received well. I mean, because I'm not sending randoms. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sending them to randoms. Like it's just somebody. If we talking on that level, you know what I'm saying, boom, you know what I'm saying, I show you what it is. But if we haven't had any kind of conversation like that would lead us to speak on that, for me to feel comfortable enough to do that, then no, you know what I'm saying. I'm not just sending every woman I know or every woman that think I'm cute a picture of my dick. Like, that's ew. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking gross. Like, why would you do that? But when I do though, like, I'll be having the poses and shit, like with the you know what I'm saying. You got to have the what you call them, the points of reference.
Yeah, you be using props and shit,
Using
smoke
props, my
bombs and shit,
yeah, man. You got to use props because you
rulers.
can't always find a tape measure or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Can't always find one of them, so you have to use props, man. You know, 18-ounce big cans, motherfucking remote controls, uh,
I'm dying.
fucking coffee mugs and shit without the handle, shit like that. Like, you just got to grab shit. You know what I'm saying? You just got to grab shit. Water bottles, you know what I'm saying? Anything that could get somebody in tune with that they can grab and they can see, like, oh, okay, then that's what it is. Oh, all right then, cool. As long as you got an idea.
All right, all right, all right. I'm done. Like, I'm over here laughing my ass off. I'm so done. Okay, what's your next one?
I think this would be the end of it for me. But the only, I mean, when you draw a line, if you take a piece of thread and you sew it through everything it is that we listed, they all kind of relate to each other, and they all kind of go toward communication or communication and behavior. So most of mine have been on the communication side, because that's pretty much what my pet peeve with women is just the inability or the difficulty in communicating with them. So if it's one thing that I would say that I've had done by a woman that I was dating that did not, that just was a pet peeve of mine, is unnecessary complaining. When you know why things are the way that they are and you complain about them instead of either doing something to change it or accepting it for what it is, which generally, if you can't change it, then you have to accept it for what it being. If it does not cause you pain, it does not cause you harm, it is simply an irritant, it's just something that's irritating. I can't stand women that can't get over shit, that either holds grudges or complains about it all the fucking time, that cannot know when to let something go. Like, that shit is annoying. Like, so you just gonna be on 50 about this shit for the rest of your life? Like, this is just gonna cause you to go to a dark space or to go to a place where nobody either wants to be around you, or that you're gonna expect everybody to conform what it is that they doing or how it is that they thinking and or feeling at the time around what you think about what this is. That doesn't bother anybody else, that doesn't concern anybody else. You want all of us to conform to this shit because you are upset about it. I'm gonna have to say,
Nobody
fuck you
likes
and
a
move on.
nagger. I'm with you on that. I mean, also too, like, depending on what the complaint is, if it's something that you're doing directly, or you're just, doing around the house that's, causing an issue, let's figure out some kind of way where we can compromise. What can we do to fix this? Case in point, like, most women complain about men leaving the toilet seat up. My nigga, like, just lift the shit down when you're done. Like, it's real simple.
Yeah, I don't even
Real
have those
simple.
discussions no more, man. If you don't shut the fuck up talking to me. It's motherfuckers out here dying, B. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's people out here dying. You sitting up here bitching about a toilet seat. I'm gonna need you to find something else to do. I'm gonna just need you to find something else to do.
Okay, but if that's if that's what's causing an issue, I'm just gonna use the toilet seat because it's something super simple. But if that's something that's causing an issue in the relationship, and that's something you got to hear about every day. You left the toilet seat up. You left the toilet seat up. You mean to tell me you're not gonna flip the motherfucker down?
That is not what I'm saying. I just said I'm coachable. You know what I'm saying? I just said that I'm coachable. But we talking about me, right? I'm one person. If it's 5 other males in the house, or if there are 2, 3 other boys in the house, you know what I'm saying? You got little kids, you got little boys, they got friends, they come over and all this other shit. And then when you go in the bathroom, the toilet seat is up. B, I need you to, hey, all right, calm the fuck down, get the fuck over it. It's gonna happen. Like, it's nothing that you could do about it. Like, you're not gonna be able to get through to a 9-year-old, 8, 7, 6-year-olds that hey, this is why it upsets mommy that you leave the toilet seat up. Man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. I'm trying to pee real quick so I get back on the game. Like, you're not gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna have to give these motherfuckers treats like you're training a dog or something. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get them to let this seat down. That type of shit is stupid to me. If it's just me and you keep in my fucking ear about the toilet seat, I'ma close it just because I don't want to hear your mouth no more. Like, it'll get to a point where I think it's so petty that you keep talking about it. I want you to shut the fuck up. So I'ma just put the seat down. Like, that's pretty much what it. Since you are so fucking incapable of letting this shit go, I'm just gonna put the seat down so I don't have to hear your fucking mouth about it. And that's gonna be the attitude about it. Like, that's just gonna be the attitude about it. Like, you really bitching about this motherfucking seat?
Yeah, I mean that comes with any relationship. Like when it's always something that your partner or your mate does that just really irritates the fuck out of you. I mean, if that person isn't gonna change it or not, that's on them. Or if they want to keep hearing your mouth about it, that's on them. Because
Honestly,
I'm
that's
not
love.
cool.
That's love. If I decide that I'm gonna change something for real that bothers you, I love you. Like I love you. I love you because if I put your comfort above my own, because I'm comfortable with whatever the fuck it is that I'm doing, but the fact that it bothers you, if I am so concerned about your comfort level and your happiness that I'm gonna change something that I like about me because it fucks with you, I must really love you. I must love you. Now, what I need you to understand is that I'm doing this shit out of love. Don't fuck that up. Like, don't fuck that up. Because if I'm doing this because I love you, it's because, hey, listen, you expressed to me that this bothers you. You want me to change it. Da 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 da. Okay,
Hmm.
cool. Because I love you, I'm gonna do this. If I come to you and I say, hey man, you doing this, I don't like it. I need you to change this shit, and you give me that, okay, I change it, just to shut me the fuck up, and then going back on to doing the shit again, and you keep doing it over and over again, please understand that I'm going to lose respect for you. Like, I'm not gonna be this motherfucker that's just gonna be doing shit because you want me to do it no more. All of that random ass acts of nice things, like, nah, man, you demonstrated that you're not one of these reciprocal motherfuckers. So, like, you can ask me for something, expect me to do it, and yeah, I had to get him in line. I asked you to do some shit. You gonna do whatever the fuck you want to? Okay.
No, it don't work like that. It's about give and take.
Yeah. Good luck with that shit.
It's about give and take. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm with you there. Okay, so I think I still had one more on my list. My last one, I can kind of play off yours a little bit, but don't. It's basically don't dish out what you can't take.
Mm.
Like, don't do some shit in the relationship where it's cool for you to do it, but then when I turn around and do the same shit to you, it's not good for me to do it. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? I can say that I've grown from this a little bit because back in the day, like back in the 20s, I was a revengeful type motherfucker. Like, okay, you all right? This what you did? Okay, let me do this shit to trump what you motherfucking did and see how you like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now I ain't got time for them kind of games no more, bro. Look, bye. I'm good. Let's move on. Like, I'm not about to put that kind of energy into trying to get a motherfucker get a motherfucker back no more. You know what I'm saying? But that whole tit for tat game is kind of played out. But if it's not good for me to do it, then don't do it to me. Like take in consideration how you would feel if I did some shit to you and it ain't sit well with you. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers never want to put themselves in those shoes. You know what I'm saying? Or put the shoe on the other foot.
Oh, for sure.
So treat me how you want to be fucking treated.
All right. Because it definitely ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. I definitely tell you that shit. Because if it's fuck me, it's definitely fuck you. Like I don't have to get back to this doing things to hurt you or any of that other shit. If you've demonstrated in your actions that you don't give a fuck about me, I'm not about to waste another action on you. Period. Whether it's to help you or to hurt you, I'm just not gonna do it. Like you'll feel what you did to me based off of me no longer being around you no more. You know what I'm saying? Like me just not giving you my energy at all. Like that would be so much better. That would be the ultimate revenge to not have you a part of all of this great shit I'm doing.
Yeah, most definitely. Because I'm really mindful at this point in my life of what I'm putting my energy into. So, if I'm putting my energy into a person or a situation and it's not, I don't want to say benefiting me, but if this shit ain't going nowhere and I already see that, you know what I'm saying, this kind of situation, this ain't what I want, this ain't what I thought it was gonna be, let me just move the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously this shit ain't gonna work out, so that was my last one. Like, just treat me how I want to be treated, treat me how you would want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? And don't expect me to just sit down and take your bullshit, because I'm not. So that was my last one. That's all I have for our list for today.
All right. All right. So what's the next thing then? Did you okay, so you just got 48 Laws of Power and Mastery delivered to you, right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes.
So what's your first impression of the first law, which is never outshine the master?
Okay, so that first law, and what make it so funny, I got the book right in front of me, and I'm dropping shit on the floor. But man, I've actually had this book on my read list for a while, and when you brought it up to me, I'm like, okay, definitely got to get it. And shit is always better when you read with someone too. But that first law, never outshine the master, to be honest with you, it made me, it gave me a new perspective, really, because I've already always thought of it in the mindset of, if you're trying to um, move up, and let's just use, career wise. So let's just say you're trying to move up career wise, move up at the job or whatever, that the best thing to do was the opposite, was to outshine the next motherfucker so you can move up, so you can show your skill set and, you know what I'm saying, basically prove yourself so you can move up to that next ranking or whatever. So when I read this and it basically said the opposite, like, I had to let that sit in my spirit for a minute so I can make sure I fully understood it and it made sense to me. It definitely makes a whole lot of sense, because if you do try and get your shine on and shit like that, you basically setting yourself up for failure, because most people that are in these positions of authority, they deal with a lot of insecurities, like the book said. So when they're dwelling in those insecurities, and here you come, you know what I'm saying, doing the most, trying to outshine, and, you know what I'm saying, just doing the most to get in their good graces, that's career suicide.
Oh yeah, you become easy to spot. You become easy.
So now you're the target. Yeah,
right.
you make yourself the target now.
If the people above you are already on edge because they think somebody is coming for their title or is coming for their position, and then you come your motherfucking ass around here doing all of this other shit, trying to show the motherfucker that you good or that you that person. It's easy to get your motherfucking ass out the motherfucking way. Let me, let me do whatever the fuck it is that I can. I'm gonna focus all my paranoia on you, since you can't stay out my face, and I'm gonna go ahead and get you up out of here. But I think that's why
Exactly.
I think the your train of thought before reading that you thought that the idea was to show that you were capable or to show
Hmm.
that you was the best, um, first and foremost, because you thought that was the best way to succeed, was the way, is the exact reason why that's the first law. I think that
Hmm.
we get so enthralled by thinking that the only way that I can advance is by showing everybody what it is that I can do. And then oftentimes we
Hmm.
forget about the fact that most times when we do that, the people that are around us, our peers, start viewing us as brown noses and uh,
Hmm.
suck ups and all of this other shit that we have no, that is a side effect of our relentless pursuit of trying to show how great we are. You know,
Yes,
so is
most
it?
definitely. I'm sorry.
No, that's cool.
No, I was just getting ready to say that, when I was working in the office environment, I remember there was a coworker there that was doing the same type shit. Like she came in the door, she said, I work for this lending institution, I work for this bank, this bank. She came in and she had this, whole attitude that she the shit. Okay, that's great. It's one thing to be confident, but that's a fine line. So, same kind of thing. Like she basically dug herself into this hole where now everybody else on the team and we're all on the same level. Like, sis, we all got the same kind of experience that you do, but now you're the suck up, you're the ass kisser, nobody likes you. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
Because you're doing too much. Sis, sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. You're not the manager. You're not. You're
right,
not.
right. And that's what
So,
always happens. It's the people that you work the closest around with that starts to
mm-hmm,
turn on you when you do that. So like you don't even, the people that you are trying to get to see you don't even see the shit that you're doing, but the people that's around you do. And those are the ones that make
mm-hmm,
sure that the people in charge see what the fuck it is that you're doing. And they paint the light for you. Like they paint you, they paint the picture of what you are for you without you even knowing. And that shit can be
mm-hmm,
dangerous. Like especially like, and I love the fact that um, he gives real examples in history of
mm-hmm.
when
That's
this
what I
shit
like as
happened.
well.
Like the fact that you can point to, like he tell a story and like, yeah, man, this is what this motherfucker did, and this is why you should not do this shit. Now here is, and then
Mm-hmm,
at the end of all of that, he'll give an example of this is how you do it. Like this is the way that you not outshine the master, and you get the sense of power that it
mm-hmm,
is that you ultimately seeking.
mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
the
One
fact,
of the little quotes in here that I highlighted that I really like, it says, after he gave the cases, like all the different examples, it says, in all of these cases, it is not a weakness to disguise your strengths if in the end they all lead to you gaining power.
right,
So I had to highlight that one, so I can keep that in the back of my mind. So yeah, I've been highlighting like a mug.
yeah. I told you it was gonna be one of those things that you constantly revisit, and that you'll want to have something where you could take notes on or something that you could take notes with. So that's
Hmm.
good. Now I know that you said that you had moved on to the second one, but I think we should. I wanna go ahead and refresh myself on it too before we speak on it because I've been doing too much. So I wanna be fresh when I discuss the being never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use your enemies. That is,
Listen,
man.
that one hit my spirit in such a special way. It
Right.
really did. And it just gives you, and I'm not going to speak on it too much. Like, I did finish that one, and I was actually just getting ready to start number 3, which is Conceal Your Intentions. I feel like that one's going to be really good too. But yeah, you not putting too much trust in your friends, that it made me think back to some of my friendships and maybe why they played out the way that they did. So it kind of made some things come together for me as well, as far as how you treat friends. And when you come up and you trying to get your friends to come up, and how that situation may not end well.
Right,
So
right.
yeah, definitely dive back into that one, and we can touch base on that one um on the next show. Yeah, because I finished that one all the way through, so that's a good one. That's a good one.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us this week on the Low End Theories podcast. Tune in next week. We're going to continue to talk about the 48 Laws of Power. It's going to be the beginning. This is basically the beginning of a series that will just dedicate a segment to each episode where we discuss the different 48 laws and our interpretations of them based off our experiences growing up on the low end and where we take that with us today. So, just want to thank you for joining us. This is Sanford.
And this is your girl V. Don't forget to rate, like, and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram at Low End Theories Podcast. Be sure to give us a like so you can stay tuned to the new episodes every week.